motherfucking Red Dead Redemption Part 2. Took me a little snack break. Got me that got me a buttered motherfucking Pop-Tart, motherfucker. So let's go ahead and get back up in here. Oh, wrong button.
Get us out the stream. Gotta keep us moving, but calm. Ah, shit. Okay, let's take a look.
You all right back there?
Does everything look all right?
Well, what's going on?
Ah, I broke the goddamn wheel.
All right, let's get it fixed.
You need help?
I reckon we can handle it. All right, Charles, you and me hold the thing up while you try and put the wheel back on, Arthur.
You still strong enough to hold up a wagon?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Don't say less. Pick the wheel up. Nearly there. There.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
Butter on a Pop-Tart is so freaking good.
What do you think?
If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you.
Am I not pressing
They're
triangle?
all waiting on us, Arthur. Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland. So, yes. The Indians in these parts got sold a very raw deal. This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country. They lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed.
Hold on, I gotta break this other Pop-Tart in half. I can't do it with just one hand. There we go. My bad, I should be in.
Herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't. In spite of that, just talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about. Yeah. So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember. My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did. When we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled. I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again. We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Wait, I don't understand. What's the problem between you two?
Arthur?
It's a long story. We still heading the right way?
That depends. Are we still heading west in search of fortune and repose in virgin forests as we planned? No. Are we heading in the correct direction on our desperate escape from the law eastwards down the mountains? Yes, I believe so.
You know this area?
A little. I've been through a couple of times. There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
Driscoll's?
Probably them too.
Pinkertons?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're going. Wait, what's it called again?
Horseshoe Overlook.
It's a good place to lie low?
It'll do for now. And how low do you think Dutch is really going to lie? It's just, you know, maybe it's me who's changed, not him, but we kept telling him that ferry job didn't feel right. You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. That's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time. And we're still here, so... I figure we must have got it right a hell of a lot more than we got it wrong. What are you working on there, anyway?
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Agony stuff. My fucking controller is.
There you are, brother. Head in there. Follow the track for a bit.
Thanks.
Hey, slow up. I'll jump on. Okay, let's go.
Any trouble getting in here, Javier?
Nope. It went well. This is a good spot.
Excellent. I think this will work for us, Arthur. For now, anyway. Here we are, gentlemen. Home sweet home.
You weren't wrong, Hosea. This place is perfect.
I hope
hope so.
Gentlemen, we have survived.
For now.
Now, it is time to prosper.
Arthur and I were about to prosper in Blackwater. We were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us. But I kept us together. Kept us alive. Kept the nooses off our neck.
I guess I'm just worried. I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck. East of the Grizzlies and out of money. And a long way from our dream of virgin land in the west.
I know, my brother, but we are safe. We make a bit of money here. Then we move again, head out around them, be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town and, see if I can strike up a little business.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury. Seems more dignified somehow. Now, everyone, put your tools down for a moment. Come on, gather round. Quickly now. I know that things have been tough, but we are safe now, and we are far too poor. So it is time for everyone to get to work.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there and see what you can find. Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
There is a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
We need food. Real food. That means every day. One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be sensible out there.
Now the girls have your tent ready, Mr. Morgan. Come with me. You two will be ready shortly. We put you over here.
I'm sure everything will be fine, Miss Shaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Everything apart from my money.
Oh, don't remind me.
Well, we can always make more money.
We're gonna have to. Miss Jackson, I've seen shit with more common sense than you. Do it properly.
Chapter 2. Horseshoe Overlook. A couple of weeks later. Wow, dude.
Got off the mountain,
So good.
rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier, in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess.
Arthur?
Jose?
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier. And Swanson found something down at the train station by the lake, apparently. And Strauss came back with that creepy little smile on his face. I'm sure there's a whole list of unfortunates he's forced money upon.
Thank you. And you?
I'm gonna read a book.
No, stay. Stay, dog. Doing too much. You're being extra. I don't want you to climb in my lap. You're fucking ripping my headphones out. Damn. Come on.
Arthur, my boy.
Come on.
My dear boy.
What's going on?
Nothing.
My God.
Nothing at all. For the
Lay
first
down.
time in weeks.
Please.
Nothing. We're free.
Jeez.
We're free.
Try and
to plan
fucking
our
love on a
own
dog.
futures
She
once
just fucking
more.
tweaks
I
out
hope
like she
so,
ain't never been
Dutch.
touched before.
You kept the faith, Arthur.
God.
You always kept it.
And I ain't losing it now.
Alright, let's go do our chores.
Whiskey in this. Maybe after lunch, eh?
All right, Mary Beth.
I'm bored out of my mind. Been cooped up for days.
Well, bored is better than freezing. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sounds good.
How you doing, Karen?
All right, I guess. Grimshaw's driving me crazy.
Well, so no change there. All right, well, I should be getting on.
All right, then. I wonder if I'll ever not smell a campfire.
Oh, what'd she say? Just talking. Lady. Fuck yeah, she got me more Pop-Tarts.
Here we are, another day older. And definitely not wiser. Good work, Mr. Morgan.
Prig.
Be old beasts of burden in our own ways, aren't we?
I have another one I gotta do over here. Got the hay bale. Okay, I do need another sack.
Always the same people doing all the work, isn't it?
Thank God somebody's doing some work around here.
You're Arthur, right?
My name ain't no concern of yours.
I'm hungry.
I don't give a damn.
Look, you seem like a decent fella behind it all.
Then you ain't a good judge of character.
Yeah, well, we'll leave it there then. Don't forget about me. I'm starving. If you could give me a little room here. Hope you choke on it.
He said, I hope you choke on it. That's crazy.
How is that food coming along, Mr. Pearson?
It's coming, it's coming.
Alright. Let's see, what missions do we have? Uncle. Swanson. Javier. Alright, let's go talk to Uncle. Crafting.
Arthur, don't forget, I'm more than happy to craft you something if you bring me the right materials.
How's it going? I guess I'm fine.
Keep my eye out for some good material. you and Micah see anything when you rode ahead?
Nothing we need to worry about.
Okay, good. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Damn, so I wasn't done over here. Really could have sworn I was. But that's fine. Gotta feed the horses. I guess I can't talk to anybody while I'm doing chores, which kind of blows.
Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Yeah, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure. I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
You gonna take the old man into town? You take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores. Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on now.
I can't believe we're going to see civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are gonna love it.
Okay then. Let's go.
All right. Out through the trees here, then take a left.
Whoa, easy.
Lady, sing us a song.
I got a girl in Prairieville. Can't be straight 'cause she's too damn ill. So I don't go down there no more. This door's laid outside her door. I had a girl in Valentine. Likes to drink that fancy wine. Blue in her hat was 2 feet tall. Cranking her pants paid for it all. I got a girl in Prairieville. Can't get rid of 'cause she won't stay still. She kicks and squeals and farts and hollers. Won't take less than $7.
Look at that goat. He's all over the place.
Is one of you going to get that fella's horse?
Well, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
All right, I'll see what's going on. Lumbago, really? You all right there, friend?
Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks. It's the white one over there.
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
No, not really. I was just trying to impress the women.
Well, anyway, thank you.
Come on, Arthur. Enough showing off. Come on, let's go.
To Valentine!
You're turning into a regular old fairy godmother there, Arthur.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you got a heart. A small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside, but a real one. And you haven't, you repulsive old lizard.
Blizzards have hearts.
Well, Arthur, I'm proud of you.
To be honest, you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Well, you did. Woo! Smell those sheep. Or is that Uncle?
Oh, very funny.
This looks like a decent little town. Other people. Finally. Look at all that snow on the mountains. Sure don't want to be back up there.
You think we should have asked Molly to come with us?
Oh, no. Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us. Or to do any real work. She's a society lady now. Okay. Take a good look around, ladies. See what we got here.
Go left here, down the main street. There's always on the right. Sure you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
Heaven forbid you put your head on the line.
Yeah, that's a young man's game.
Ooh, yes. We can get up to some mischief here, all right.
Just remember, keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up down the end there, near the stables.
All right. Here we are, just like I said. Cultural center of civilization. Man at its finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay, just stay out of trouble. Don't get yourselves noticed.
Right, I need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
Come on.
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac?
Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask why.
You are a sad man, Arthur Morgan. But I know you love me.
Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No. Ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you.
Shut up. This is the place now. Come on.
Morning.
So, what do you need?
Hell, a drop of whiskey for a start. You know, something to pass the time while we're waiting on the women.
Always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur. Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
Plenty out on the shelves, but I got more out back. Whiskey's on the top shelf, nearest the door.
You're not getting anything, Arthur?
I don't know. Maybe. So, you're actually buying for once? You feeling all right?
See this? Young folk got no respect for their elders no more. What do you reckon? Lamb or the sausage?
Well, this here's a
Okay, if you're done, I'll meet you outside. I won't be too long.
trick. Yep. That's fine whiskey.
That should do us. Let's go wait for them outside.
All the best, fellers.
Oh, here's to your good health, sir. And to being down here off that mountain. Absolutely.
It's a funny world. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
What?
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel, they were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
Seemed easy. They have been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me! Get off of me!
Get your hands off her. Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get the hell off of her, you son of a bitch.
Hey, take it easy. There's no problem here.
There will be if you don't get out of here right now.
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you right now.
Go wait with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
Uncle! Look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Been sleeping next to your pigs again.
Won't be the last time, either.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
No trouble now, please.
get the hell out of here, will you?
Sorry. Wrong room. Hey! A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
They paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! One more.
You knocked the gun out of my hand.
What the hell are you doing here?
Trying to play him? Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
Bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town. There's lots of cash sometimes.
Okay. Keep investigating.
I will.
I hope, everything's okay up there?
After you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, now.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get!
I don't like this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word. Yeah! Just borrowing it.
You stay away from me!
Get back here right now! We need to talk.
Fuck.
Shit.
Please, no!
Shit.
Just borrowing it.
Stay away from me!
Get back here right now! We need to talk, pal.
I never thought this would happen to me!
You stop right here!
I don't want no trouble!
That's far enough! Yeah.
Please! I can't get up! You have to help me!
Why are you telling lies about me?
No. I got it wrong, partner. I got it very wrong. Now, please help me out.
I ain't never been in Blackwater.
Then why are you chasing me?
I've got an unfortunate face.
Yes, me too.
I'm gonna let him
Now,
live.
please pull me
I ain't
up.
gonna kill him.
Please.
I ain't gonna kill him.
Begging you.
All right, come on. You okay, partner?
No. No, I am not. I'm a mess.
Well, you ain't dead.
There is that. Jimmy Brooks.
I think it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened.
Well, I agree. You saved my life. You're a good man, and here. You want a pen? It's one of them steel ones.
Oh. That's very kind of you. But I'm not a good man, Jimmy Brooks. Not usually. You see, I was in Blackwater. I kill people. And maybe I should have killed you. Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me? I never saw you. Not now, not never. I think we have an understanding.
Of course we do. Jimmy Brooks. I will remember that. I've got a good memory.
I haven't. Not one lick. Not 1 cent in this here old mine. Come on. You have a nice day now, sir. Here.
girl. Here, eat some of this.
Evening. That queasy feeling you've been having? Think that's 'cause there's so many O'Driscolls about?
Just minding my own business.
You looking to prove something here? Spread the word.
Am I glad to see you?
Here's your horseback, friend.
Oh,
Fuck that
you
other
really
guy.
were just borrowing it.
Appreciate
He
it.
almost got killed. Yikes.
Evening.
Hey, mister. Whew, sure is some hard country around these parts. Well, good luck to you.
So long. How goes, friend?
Angel mission?
Come on, sir. Try to remember. What really happened at Sylvia's Saloon back in '76?
Just a lot of bunk, Plato. It's just a lot of bunk.
It's not bunk, Mr. Calloway, sir. It's history.
Ancient history, done and dusted. The dead got off lucky, the living gotta keep suffering. Same as always.
But did you shoot the Newton twins?
I don't give a pig's penis about the Newton twins. One of them was a girl, anyhow.
But you had been friends back in '73. You rode the Alabaster Trail together.
Funny thing about pigs' penises. They're curly, like their tails. Put that in your fucking book, Plato.
This isn't going very well.
Apparently not.
This is Jim Boy Calloway. The Jim Boy Calloway.
Who?
The gunslinger. Fastest left-handed draw that ever drew breath. He once killed 14 men in a fight at Lucy Hollow.
What are you waiting for?
How do you mean?
Well, I reckon right now, kill him yourself.
I don't want to kill him. I want to deify him. He's a god. I'm trying to write his biography.
And how's that going?
I think I prefer the duel. Either I'd kill him and be able to be Baltimore's finest ever gunslinger, or he'd kill me and I could be set free from ever having to speak to him again.
Well, you're starting to understand something very important.
What's that?
The joys of gunslinging. It's win-win, freedom or glory.
That's brilliant. I'm going to write that down, if I may.
Be my guest.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
But you are a gunslinger.
Not really. I mean, folks who need shooting, I try and shoot in the back. All that other stuff, it's, well, bunk.
But you fought duels.
Once upon a time, I may have.
And you ain't interested in fame.
I don't think so.
Strange. But you like fortune.
I need money, sure.
Okay. Then forgive me, mister, if I seem a little desperate. I am a little desperate. This book, I've got to make a thing of it, and, well, there's a whole list of gunfighters. Legends, every last one. Emmett Granger. Flaco Hernandez. Billy Midnight. Black Bell.
Never heard of them.
Maybe you can go and speak to them. Ask them about Calloway. Any of them get uppity, shoot them. I can't believe I just said that, but...
You want me to go and find some sad, deluded fools like him, ask if he was the greatest, and then if they get uppity, shoot him?
Does sound a lot worse than it did in my head.
How much you paying?
Well, a lot. Half the proceeds of the book, if you help me get it written.
I'll see what I can do.
Ha! Oh, get photos.
Okay.
And there are notes on the back of those portraits that should lead you to him.
I'll see what I can find out.
I imagine we'll be stuck here upon your return. Here or some other flop house.
Grande Dame of the Gunslingers / the Dynamite Do-Wagger. Married 6 times to 6 gentlemen, gamblers, robbers, outlaws, every one. Never divorced, dresses in her widow's weeds. Sole remaining survived of the Coulter Tobin gang. Outlawed after robbery and roads. Private contract for her life or liberty, large reward. Last reported sighting. Do not approach. Too dangerous for mere biographer.
Come on now, giddy up.
Whoa.
Leviticus Cornwall's train robbers still at large. Interested in a good read? Thanks. Have a great day. Hi. Get your new Hanover Gazette here.
Train robbed. What'd she say? Alright. Pitched battle leaves the many dead. Outlaws send train on driverless journey. Owned by Leviticus Cornwall. A private train owned by the railroad sugar and oil magnate Leviticus Cornwall was robbed in broad daylight by masked outlaws. Headed north towards the Grizzlies, the outlaws boarded and stopped the train shortly after it had departed from West Elizabeth. Initial cables sent as of printing time indicate the bloody takeover occurred in order to steal railroad bonds from the personal car of Mr. Cornwall. Shortly after the robbery, the train was set in motion without a driver or crew, barreling dangerously through the area at a high rate of speed. The train was eventually brought to a stop by engineers and lawmen north of Brandsburg, who reported a scene of violent struggle and bloody carnage on board. Some engineers and guards from the train survived the slaughter, but were too startled to report much information of value to authorities. Down. Bank boat heist. Largest robbery in years. Dutch's boys accused. Bounties placed. Furnishes a sensation among residents. money believed stashed by outlaws. After a bloody shootout that resulted in the seizure of a large quantity of banknotes being shipped by boat, Pinkerton agency officials have restricted access to the town of Blackwater while a massive manhunt is underway. Officials issued bounties on the heads of Dutch van der Linde and his gang, commonly known as Dutch's Boys. Banks looked to shipping assets via boat as a more reliable means of transportation, impervious from thieves. The deadly attack resulted in a loss of $150,000. Hold on, I'm about to find out how much $150,000 is. Okay, so if they stole $150,000 in 2024, that would be worth $5.6 million. $5.68 million. Damn. $5 million? That's fucking crazy. The deadly attack resulted in the loss of $150,000, the largest robbery in the region in recent years. Authorities believe that the men may have stashed the money in Blackwater before fleeing. Reports indicate that many are searching high and low for the stash, upending public spaces and neighbors' gardens. Residents of Blackwater view the lockdown with contempt. Businesses who depend on shipments of dry goods, sundries, and catalog sales complain the Pinkertons have caused an unnecessary burden to life and the welfare. Blizzard aftermath in Grizzlies. Snowmelt worries those in flood-prone areas. A series of late spring snowstorms rendered the Grizzlies impassable in May, catching many unprepared. Having used most of their winter provisions, the snow, often measuring in feet in many areas, is unusual this late in the season. Reports from the riders who have recently encountered the area say that respite is finally in sight. The snow melt is coming quickly with the seasonable warm, which worries many that rivers downstream will swell and burst their banks. This happened in the late spring snowstorms of '83. Planting season is also reportedly delayed, as many areas are too muddy for work animals to work a plow. Damn, we got a fuckload of shit to go still. Family murdered. Land of the lawless. Highway robbery and murder have become a daily affair once more. To those traveling near tall trees, Hennigan Stead, Armadillo, or Tumbleweed. Huntington's Schrader and his wife and two boys were traveling by wagon when they were held up by heavily armed bandits believed to be members of the notorious Del Lobo gang. Mr. Schrader opened fire, and the shorter of the bandits was soon a corpse. But the taller one worked into desperation by the death of his companion, found his mark, and Mr. Schrader was soon a corpse, too. His wife, Isabella, stood her ground and fired at the bandits until they fled. Her younger son, Isaac, had been hit in the incident and soon bled to death. Travelers are warned to avoid the area as incidents of violence, thievery, and murder are increasing faster than law enforcement can pursue them. 21 dead in attacks. Banks and stages held at gunpoint. Colm O'Driscoll, a man with a bloody record. Beloved pastor, monk dead. Damn, they killed a pastor? Reverend Alex H. Hughes was shot and killed for voicing his concern for the safety of the women on board a stagecoach destined for West Elizabeth. The shameful tragedy is part of a widespread disorder led by notorious outlaw Colm O'Driscoll and his gang. Multiple stagecoaches and shipments have been robbed by the O'Driscoll gang across New Hanover and West Elizabeth. Banks in the region are also said to be on caution as a number have been held up. Not satisfied with the riches of their plunder, the members of the O'Driscoll gang are reported to delight in torture and bloodshed as part of their escapades, and have left widows and widowers in their wake. Travelers are encouraged to be aware, armed, and especially are encouraged to be aware and armed, especially in the area of Big Valley, where the gang is reported to have taken a large ranch as a base of operations, leaving the family and ranch hands dead. Hearsay. Religious sect recruiting citizens of Valentine protest. Claim Shalonians commit blasphemy. The evils of Shalonianism are still flourishing. It is now practiced openly, and this newspaper believes it is a menace to all our liberty. Christian citizens of Valentine gathered at a church last Saturday to protest what they and any sensibly minded people considered a blasphemy in their midst. The Shalonians have been actively recruiting young men. Valentine wrestles with its own homegrown religious movement. They claim that the true Bible was handed down 100 years ago to our great prophet from above. Local religious leaders warn this blasphemy threatens the future of the region and indeed the country. The Shalonians hold the turtle to be sacred and considered an ancient holy animal to never be harmed. Protesters were seen holding signs with a turtle that had been crossed out. Mexican border dispute intensifies. Soldiers block passage. President calls for severing ties. Not since General Francisco Ramirez Torres seized the presidency of Mexico in the bloody coup of 1876 have relations been so strained with the U.S. among heightened tensions. General Torres has placed troops along the border to deny entry to prospectors, cattle ranchers, and the renegade bands of Indians who have taken to raiding Mexican settlements. In retaliation, with an isolationist tone, President McAllister has called for a ban on trade with Mexico. He said the U.S. has provided resources over the years, including help in ending the Apache Wars 10 years ago, and received little in return, except hostility. A search for ancient bones. The dinosaur hunt continues. New Hanover hailed as a geological wonderland. Hailing New Hanover as a geological wonderland. Amateur paleontologist Deborah McGinnis is in on the hunt, excavating several sites in the state. As fossils pour in from the Grizzlies, McGinnis asserts that an undiscovered species of dinosaur, which she claims could fly, swim, and walk, once inhabited the region in the prehistoric ages. Labeling the elusive creature as a Totalosaurus, she has devoted her life's work to unearthing the remains of the ancient animal, despite geologists saying no evidence exists in the established fossil record. Several universities have rejected her work, saying Miss McGinnis would have better been suited to writing fiction than searching for dinosaurs. Bubonic plague spreads. An epidemic of bubonic plague has broken out in India and Hong Kong and spread to our troops in the Philippines. Several soldiers have died in Manila of what was called a loathsome disease. Despite the best efforts in sanitary science to stomp it out, the plague appears to have resurfaced in this country. In New York and St. Denis, victims of plague were confirmed, and the vessels arriving were given the choice of a doctor visiting each ship or turning around. Anybody suspected of death from the disease should be immediately burned, even if the cause of expiry is not confirmed as bubonic plague by bacteriological examination. War breaks out in the Philippines. Insurrection against the United States grows. The First Philippine Republic has effectively declared war on the United States, objecting to the Treaty of Paris in which the U.S. took possession of the Philippines from Spain after the Spanish-American War. American naval forces have bombarded the city of Loyolo after the first shots were fired. They will be taught the humanity of conquerors. The War Department expects the cessation of hostilities to happen quickly, as the American military force is strong and the Filipinos are armed with mostly bolo knives, spears, bows, and other handcrafted weapons. American occupation of the archipelago has been contentious. However, military officials are planning a humanitarian campaign after hostilities cease. Bear attacks worry residents. Man killed while hunting. A hunter looking for deer was set up by a very large bear this week. The bear was separated from its cub and by instinct attacked the man. He fired 5 shots before the big brute reached him, breaking both his shoulders, cutting the vital organs, and terribly lacerating his face. He was found dead by a scouting party after his wife reported him missing. The bear had previously killed a cow a week before, and a reward of $10 was put forth for its capture. It is unknown if the bear is gravely wounded. Hunters are warned to heed caution. I wonder what bear that is. I wonder what bear it is. The Art of Angling by Jeremy Gill. Bluegill. As I have often told keen readers of this column, fishing is, for those of us intelligent enough to see it, really the best way to understand humanity in all of its glory. As a famous angler, writer, and I dare say it, philosopher, I'm used to the perils of celebrity. Once while signing an autograph for a polio-stricken youth in Kuala Lumpur, he asked me my thoughts on fishing while it is raining. Why, that's the best time to fish, little fellow.
So, how are you?
I laughed heartily.
Real good.
I laughed heartily.
Good on you.
The fuck? Slapping him on the back and causing him to cough mildly, and quite frankly embarrassed both of us. Poor little chap. Life can be very unfair. Fishing taught me that. I always say that some of the deepest introspection into a man's soul happens when he stands in a torrential downpour. I was fishing in the rain using live bait near Scarlet Meadows and hooked a monster bluegill, and yet, even I didn't land him. So, there's a metaphor for pretty much everything. Well, that's gonna be it.
What's damn hold up? Yeah.
Well, looky here. Maybe this is our man.
You a bounty hunter, mister?
Maybe. It depends.
But I'm guessing you ain't here to pass the day, turn yourself in, or discuss the finer points of county law. Then I don't need to know much more than that, till I got a reason to.
All right.
You smell that? This here's a livestock town, mister. Tracks delinquents and reprobates like flies. Now, I'm not a fellow to pass a quick judgment, but I've been around long enough to know you don't hire a saint to catch a sinner. You bring me what I need, and I'll pay you well, and I won't ask no questions.
So, what is it you need?
Why don't you have a look at that poster on the wall over there?
He's a low-down huckster. He's been poisoning folks with his miracle cure from here to Annsburg. Killed more than Landon Ricketts without even pulling a trigger. Get some kind of sick satisfaction out of it.
Fella over at the saloon says he thought he saw him by the gorge straight north of here. You think you can bring him in? The money's good. I need him alive, though. I want to make sure the women he witted get compensated before he swings.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, good luck to you. And we need him alive. That's an important point.
Alive, I got it.
Morning. What is wrong with this place? I'm
Bats.
for this.
Stop. Make me kill you. Stop! Are you dead?
Whoa now. Law. I made the law.
Stop fucking spinning!
Benedict Albright?
Oh, sir?
Huh. Kinda look like him. And I was told he'd be up here.
No, not me, sir.
It's because I want to buy some medicine. And I heard good things. I'll pay in gold if you could help me find him. It's just my mother's real sick.
Oh, well, if that's the case, if it's for a sick woman, I'd be happy to help. I'm a healer, you know? A medical man. Finest medicine in the state.
Game's over, mister. Put your hands up. I'm taking you in.
Taking me in? What for?
Apparently that stuff you're pushing is killing folk. No, the price on your head. I don't know. It ain't my business.
Partner, that's crap. I'm a healer. I got an aura. I speak to spirits. I'm a scientist. Folks get real angry for no good reason. This is a mistake.
Keep your hands up, buddy. They only want you for questioning.
I have to insist that this is a mistake.
Don't be a fool.
Hold on. I'm slipping. Shit. Oh. Oh, you saved me.
Now come on, buddy. Let's make this easy.
You're taking me in?
It's just for questioning.
Oh, you saved my life.
Ain't we had enough drama?
I'd be better off jumping.
They expressly told me not to kill you.
Oh, this is about you.
Don't jump!
Or what? You can't shoot me, no!
Please.
I'll take my chance.
Come here!
Bye, friend!
Really do not like you. I gotta cross! Swim to the edge! Grab onto something! Get over to the bank! Look out, the rapids! Hold your breath!
You judge.
I'm only in it for the money.
That's even worse.
I'm sure it does seem that way. All right. I'll take you in. This is very kind of you.
blacking out.
You do seem to keep blacking out.
Oh, sir, this isn't necessary. I'm a medical man, a healer. It's all just a big mistake. Oh, I don't feel very well.
I told you to shut up.
Who made you judge?
I'm only in it for the money.
Oh, I don't feel well at all. You're a bully, sir.
Got a problem with me?
Who let
I'm
the
not
simpleton
your
out of the asylum?
I've had enough of you.
That mask has nothing good.
Understand you.
You got no damn backbone.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Mrs. Caldorp was just leaving.
Sure.
What are you doing here? Don't you have a bounty to catch?
Here we go.
This is bad.
Just put him in the cell, partner. There's been some terrible mistakes. I never did it. Any of these.
I thought I told you to shut up, partner.
But I told
But nothing. Shut up. And, good luck. It's been real fun.
You ain't much of a man. You ask folks for forgiveness, you remember this, partner?
I've already forgotten. Now, sure, how much was you offering?
$50. Here.
Thank you.
Madam. Please, remember what I told you.
Let's go, girl.
My gosh, you're taking a sweet time to heal. My pockets feel light.
What's the problem?
Whoa, what in the name of...
Yeah.
I don't think you should just be wandering around here, friend. Not a thing happens round here without an O'Driscoll saying so. Understand me? Right, down you go! The O'Driscoll!
I know.
Thank you.
You're only gonna have to shovel that after sewer later.
Is anybody getting me some? Don't mess with me, please.
What you want? Only when I see you. Only when I see you.
Keep out of there, Arthur.
Hey, Arthur.
Let's get. Okay, boy.
I thought you just left.
I suggested we roasted you alive, but Mr. Pearson was keener on chopping you up.
You know these hides and furs can also be done up into coats and boots and such. Beyond my skills, but there's a trapper that travels around these parts, Canadian feller, skilled tanner. He can make just about anything. You should drop in on him sometime. Many thanks.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Pearson. Hey there.
Hi, Arthur. Hey, Arthur.
Jose?
You want to go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No. I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then. So you still ain't replaced Boadicea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay. Ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me. Was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you can buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him, let's get going.
Okay, but I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses. And the stables always have the best ones.
Well, I guess you're right.
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel. If I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature. Okay, see if you can get your leg over that brute. Don't be scared of him.
Easy, big feller.
All right, let's head into town. We're heading out. Might be gone a couple of days. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up and started right back drinking again.
I'll miss miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spot, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You find a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking at.
Shit, bro.
into. Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right.
Oh, there? Stables are just up ahead. Go sell that big brute. Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out. Meet you back here in a bit.
Hey, how can I help you? I'm in the market for a new horse. Something strong and fast.
Well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. What about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell?
I sure you.
You got papers?
No papers.
Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look.
fucking buy that fucking saddle at all, and I'm not keeping it. Fuck. Can't believe I fucking did that.
Damn it, Pearson.
Hey, Artie.
Jose?
You want to go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No, I saw a huge bear.
Okay, but I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses, and the stables always have the best ones.
I guess you're right.
This is going to be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel. If I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature. Okay, see if you can get your leg over that brute.
Easy, big feller.
All right, let's head into town. We're heading out. Might be gone a couple of days. There. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up, started right back drinking again.
I'll miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spark, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Glenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You found a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. Have a couple of leads I'm looking into.
Yeah, okay, boy.
Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right.
Watch it now.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
Stables are just up ahead. All right. Go sell that big brute. Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out. Meet you back here in a bit.
Hey, how can I help you? partner. You got yourself a deal. And a fine new horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that. Here are your papers. And on me, a new grooming brush. And some treats.
Appreciate it.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Not that much.
Okay, well, with some good care, you should be able to make something of it.
Come on, girl.
All right, let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
Lead the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run, up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls. I just hope I can remember how to get there.
Back into the mountains? I sure didn't figure on that.
Oh, I'll be back. Alright.
This time, we're doing the chasing. All right. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about... time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's a code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
I know. But it's done. Has been for a while now.
Nobody else would have been welcomed back that easy after that long. And you know it.
Okay. I think we need to head right up here. Yes, I remember this place. Moonstone Pond. We're going the right way. That's the lake there. Good. We made it. Let's loop around the other side.
It's okay, girl. Easy. Yep. So what do you think about Sean? You reckon he's all right?
Who knows? I sure hope so. But it's been a while now. Somebody said he got knocked out in Blackwater?
Yeah. I just don't know if he was picked up or picked off.
Or got away. If there's one thing Sean McGuire's good at, it's wriggling out of things.
Yeah. Guess we don't know nothing till we know.
Look there. Rabbits. Maybe we should catch one to cook.
Sure. Try and shoot.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that. Just ruin the meat. Best thing's a bow or a 22 caliber varmint rifle.
I have hunted rabbits before, you know.
Yes, and obliterated them with a shotgun if I remember right. Great job. All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Well, then you get us set up.
I'm famished.
Cook that rabbit, then. They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Fine by me. You want some of this?
Nah, I'm fine. I don't like eating this late.
Okay. After all that.
All right. Well, we better get some rest. I want to be up at first light to find this monster.
He better be worth all this drama.
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait, then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. Tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
I grew up in the mountains, Arthur. I was virtually weaned on bear meat. So we can get going.
Okay, I think I got this done.
Good. Pack up and we'll get going. Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Pack up, Arthur. Okay, let's go.
Alright, well, let's finish this so I can get up out of here.
All right, girl. We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the lot?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being around for a while, but well, things were looser back then.
Truth is, there's never really any getting out. Staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
Listen, if Dutch's grand plans work, and we can make enough money to go someplace new, really new, maybe we can all have a new start. Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's slip by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks, dung, bones, any sign of him.
Well, there's some paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's him. Can you tell which way he went?
This way. Tracks. Go into those trees. Wait a minute. Something on the ground here.
What is it? Half-eaten fish here. Must have been left by our friend, I reckon.
Come on, see if there's anything else. Something else on the ground, just here. There's shit here. Watch your step.
Looks real fresh. Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going. Looks like the trail ends here. We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work. Which do you think?
Let's bait here.
Fine by me. Let's leave the bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
to get my fucking rifle.
By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
£1,000, you say?
More or less. Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
So do you. I'm fine. Let's just take a look at that bait.
Sure.
Come on.
You only just said it, Jose.
I know, but we need to do this right. Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit. Easy. No, it's too close.
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you. I think. That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him where to find some real big animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You saved my life, Arthur. I think I'm going back to camp. Lick my wounds. You coming, or you gonna track that monster? Well, you coming or not?
I'm gonna stick around here for a while.
I'll see you back in camp. Yeah!
There are a ton of people watching right now that are like, I have never and I will never listen to country music. Or they say something like, I listen to everything except country. And once upon a time, I was one of those people too, but you know what's gonna change that? Hip-hop's influence. Hip-hop has remained uncontested as the #1 genre coming close to a decade now. And I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. But there is no denying that country music is rapidly increasing in popularity in the mainstream. In the last 6 years, country music streaming has increased by 287%. And I believe that country music's popularity, as it pertains to the mainstream, has a lot to do with the fact that they've been low-key stealing ever so slightly from hip-hop over the years. It is also evident that hip-hop and pop artists who have been dipping their toe in the genre is increasing its popularity. Big X The Plug, Lil Durk, Lil Uzi Vert, Kevin Gates, NLE Choppa, Post Malone, Beyonce, even Young Gravy are just a few of the many artists making country rap fusion songs. And if you're one of those people who will just never change their mind about country music, you do not represent the majority. And for all of you that are sort of on the fence, like you don't really prefer country music, but you don't necessarily have a problem with it, hip-hop and pop artists are gonna slowly put out crossover hybrid gems that are gonna change your mind over the next few years. Today I want to talk about hip-hop's sneaky influence on mainstream country music and how that's going to change the future of the genre. Now, we could go all the way back through the 60s, 70s, and 80s to hyper-focus on where the origins of country and hip-hop collided, but hip-hop's influence on mainstream country really started at the end of the 1990s. We all understand that country music has been marketed as the experience of life in the southern United States. Everything from their imagery to their subject matter correlates to their life experience in the South. Yet at the same time, many influential hip-hop artists also come from the southern United States. However, their imagery and subject matter correlates to their life experiences growing up in urban environments of southern cities. And let's not ignore the obvious elephant in the room. Nearly all popular country artists in the 90s were white, and nearly all popular hip-hop artists in the 90s were black. Hip-hop originated in New York City. From there, it emerged in popularity in other urban or city environments throughout the United States. But for much of the 80s and 90s, largely in part of Biggie and Tupac's infamous beef, it was mostly understood as an East Coast and West Coast genre. However, there was an abundance of artists making great hip-hop music in the southern United States. UGK, 8-Ball and MGG, 3-6 Mafia, Goody Mob, Hot Boys. There are literally too many to name. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But this is why Outkast was booed at the 1995 Source Awards when they won the award for Best New Artist, because they were from Atlanta and everyone was so tied up in the whole East Coast versus West Coast thing.
Closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear, but it's like this the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
While the East and West were fighting, the South was just working. And after the deaths of Biggie and Pac, there was an explosion in popularity of these Southern artists. Outkast, Jermaine Dupri, Juvenile, Big Timers, Fat Pat, Scarface, Devin the Dude, Lil Jon, Missy Elliott, Jeezy, Mike Jones, Slim Thug. I could keep going, but there's a strong argument to be made that some of the most influential hip-hop artists artists have actually originated from the southern United States, and they are without a doubt the most influential when it comes to the modern hip-hop sound. It was only a matter of time before someone would be inspired by and fuse these two polar opposite genres that both originated in the same area of the country. And I'm not saying that he is the first to do it, but perhaps one of the most mainstream artists to do it was Kid Rock. Now, Kid Rock is incredibly cringe, and his need to make everything political nowadays definitely sucks. The fact that he, one, grew up rich, which already kind of doesn't necessarily portray the lifestyle of somebody who grew up in the southern United States, and the fact that he grew up in Michigan, which is not in the southern United States, kind of made him the perfect candidate to steal these two genres that he felt so disconnected from and merge them together. Like, he was so disconnected from both of them that he was the perfect person to really combine them. Because anybody who really grew up in it probably would have just picked either or. Like, I'm either going to do country or I'm going to do hip-hop. And there's no denying that Kid Rock's music merged fans of rap, rock, and country together, which is highlighted perfectly in the 1999 track Cowboy, which sounds like a rap song due to the synthesized drums and hi-hats, as well as lyrics about moving to Los Angeles to become a pimp. It also features a blues harmonica, and of course the classic acoustic guitar, while showcasing that stereotypical Southern American imagery. Kid Rock is also very open about being inspired by Run DMC, and also look at how bro was dressing in 1999. It was blatantly obvious hip-hop was his fashion influence, and at the time, combining these genres and styles was considered fresh and innovative and exciting. It wasn't the best music. I'm not gonna say it was good or great. It was popular though, and although he wasn't exactly a country music artist, he had collaborated with and done shows with country artists, which allowed him to gain a lot of fans in that genre. Kid Rock's music undoubtedly led to other artists seeing what he was doing and then becoming inspired to do the same thing, which kind of creates this chain reaction of people being inspired by one another until you get so far away that you don't even really know who inspired what, or when the genre lines just sort of blurred together. Like Bubba Sparks, who grew up living a country lifestyle in rural Georgia, but grew to popularity by making rap music. His image was the stereotypical country boy, fat white guy wearing blue-collar clothes on the farm surrounded by other seemingly poor white people. But he was rapping, so as you can imagine, he attracted a large fan base of people that resonated with his image, but maybe they weren't necessarily hip to rap, or they didn't really like it, and he allowed them to get interested in it. He bridged that gap, but only for a short moment, because it's not like he was this superstar. Sure, he had one or two good songs, but yeah, the gimmick dried up kind of quickly. And I'm not trying to downplay Bubba Sparks' career. I mean, he grew a strong fan base, slowly evolved his music and image, and his fans still rock with him 20 years later. So many artists don't know how to create that strong fan base that is going to fall in love with their music, which is why I created a music marketing newsletter called Tuned In, where I give the strat. Sounds a tiny bit country, but if you listen to make music. The next monumental country rap crossover was in the 2004 collaboration of Nelly and Tim McGraw's Over and Over Again. This time the song sounds a tiny bit country, but if you listen to it, it really sounds like an R&B song. Even the music video is depicting two men who, on the surface, seem very different, but then convey both of them living the exact same lifestyle. This song peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was a huge hit. And this is when you started to really see that hip-hop influence in mainstream country, like with the song Honky Tonk Badonkadonk by Trace Adkins, a song that is using the slang term badonkadonk, which was popularized in hip-hop by Missy Elliott's use of the word in her 2002 song Work It. Trace's music.
Hey, Dungeon Masters, do you ever struggle to organize a D&D session? Not anymore. Roll20 lets you play D&D on...
Music video looks like a stereotypical hip-hop video with girls everywhere shaking ass in a club. He's also wearing 4-finger rings, a staple of 90s rap culture. Even the idea of a country artist making an entire song about girls' asses was kind of new, but as we all know, was not even close to new in hip-hop. This track peaked at number 2 on the US Hot Country Songs chart, and number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and number 33 on the Pop 100 chart. As cringe as this song is, it was a smash crossover hit, and I know that there are country music fans watching right now that are like, this isn't real country music, this is a joke. We know. We're talking about the mainstream. The same thing can be said about rap fans. When Soulja Boy popped off, they were like, this is not hip-hop. Like, every genre experiences the same thing. We're talking about the mainstream here. Then in 2010, you had Dirt Road Anthem by Jason Aldean, where he is very poorly rapping.
Spread like I know something y'all don't know. And that talk is getting old. You better...
This song was floating around number 33 on the Billboard Hot 100 before a remix was released with Ludacris in June, which got many crossover fans, then launching the song all the way up to number 7 on the Hot 100. Then you have Florida Georgia Line, who came into country music with an overt love for autotune, an effect that was embraced and popularized in hip-hop, mostly by T-Pain, and also an effect that was kind of demonized in country music, at least in the beginning. The 2012 song Cruise by Florida Georgia Line reached number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100 on its initial release. But then it dropped off the Hot 100 in February of 2013. A couple months later, a remix by rapper Nelly was released, and the song re-entered the top 10, peaking at number 4 on the Hot 100 chart in its 34th week. This proves that the acceptance and the crossover of hip-hop in country was necessary for this song's popularity and success. It also proved that mainstream country fans do like hip-hop influence, since the song stayed 24 weeks at number 1 on the Hot Country Songs charts. For a long time, the stereotypical country song could be described as a white guy singing over a string instrument, wearing a cowboy hat while driving a truck on a dirt road. But the modern country artists are literally rapping over trap beats with 808s while wearing their sports cap backwards in the club or at a house party. From the beats to the videos to the auto-tune use to the way they dress, some modern country is more hip-hop than it is country. And since modern country is so clearly hip-hop inspired, then why is there so little BIPOC representation? This question got amplified to new heights when Lil Nas X blew up for his smash hit Old Town Road. You know, the longest running #1 song of all time at 19 weeks in a row? Lil Nas X tagged the song as country when uploading it to streaming services. Old Town Road debuted in the 19th spot on the March 16th edition of Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart, but the following week it was gone, having been moved to the Hot Rap Songs chart, where it entered at number 24. Outrage erupted online, with people saying that country music is racist and that they don't want a black artist on the country charts, and Billboard addressed that by saying the song incorporates references to country and cowboy imagery, but does not embrace enough elements of today's country music to chart in its current version. So what does embracing enough country elements mean? Clearly, they're not referring to the lyrics and imagery, because that's about as country as it gets, right? And they admit that it has references to country and cowboy imagery, so they must be talking about the instrumentation or the beat. And it definitely is a hip-hop song because of the beat, right? But that's where the lines get a little blurry, because if you're just determining that it's a hip-hop song because of the beat, then let's take a look at the longest-running #1 Billboard country songs of all time. Last Night by Morgan Wallen. It has 808 drums and the classic hip-hop snap that was popularized in the crunk/snap era. Body Like a Back Road by Sam Hunt. Oh, a little baby 808 and yet another snap. Meant to Be by Bebe Rexha and Florida Georgia Line. I'll be damned. I'm seeing a pattern here. And those are the most popular country songs of all time according to the Billboard charts. So here's some more data that'll blow your mind. Just 2.3% of ACM awards and 1.6% of Country Music Award nominees between 2000 and 2019 were people of color.
Wait.
Sometimes you need a faster way to color correct your images. They're either too warm or too cool, or maybe the tint is off entirely. Country radio played 11,484 songs from 2002 to 2020, and roughly 1% of those songs, or a total of 133, were by black artists. And that number gets even lower when you factor in how many of those songs were by women of color. Of the 11,484 country radio songs played from 2002 to 2020, only 23 were by black women. Mickey Guyton's 2015 single, Better Than You Left Me, stands as the highest charting country song by a black woman this century, peaking at number 30. That is until Beyonce broke that record in 2024, with a handful of her songs, Cowboy Carter, breaking into the top 30 on the country charts, as well as becoming the first black woman in history to achieve a #1 album on the Billboard country charts. Then Shabuzi, who's another black country artist, dethroned her spot, making it the first time two black artists have led the Hot Country Songs chart back-to-back since the chart's creation in 1958. Currently, the #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 for the past 5 weeks is a bar song by Shabuzi, which at first listen may sound like your stereotypical mainstream country song. However, it samples and interpolates an early 2000s hip-hop banger called Tipsy by Jaquan. And this fusion of hip-hop and country is not going to be some one-off hit like Old Town Road. Shabuzi is here to stay. He's going to be one of the prime examples of somebody who bridged the country and rap fan bases together and thrived doing so. Shabuzi's story is so interesting because for the first 7 years of his career, he was a rapper. His 2022 album had a straight-up drill record on it. So why did his career explode when he went full-on into country? Did he always want to make country? Did he only pursue rap because he felt like he wouldn't thrive in country music as a black artist? I mean, now we know the data was heavily stacked against him. Now, while some people might think the whole point of this video was for me to say country music's racist, that's not the point. Although, there is some skeletons in that closet for sure. I'm just trying to say that with the rise of all artists in the pop or rap genre, dipping their toe in country or maybe just deciding to pursue country music as a whole will lead to a much more diverse fandom, which will then lead to more fans becoming interested in the genre as a whole because they won't necessarily feel alienated or unaccepted in the genre, or they won't feel like, oh, I just can't relate to this genre at all. More specifically, as hip-hop artists as a whole doing crossover collaborations, that will slowly chip away at the people who are like, oh, I'll never listen to country music, and they will start to change their minds, which will lead to more diverse concerts and festivals and hopefully bring back some of that beauty we had in the 90s and 2000s, where MTV would play a pop song, then a rock song, then a rap song, then a country song, and we listened to all of it. Like, I'll stand by the fact that the early 2000s was probably the most diverse time for mainstream music. And at festivals, you had, like, crazy lineups of different artists. You had literal rap fans listening to, like, AFI and emo music. We were diverse. Maybe Morgan Wallen, Shabuzi, and Post Malone will headline festivals with Big X, Plug, JID, and Future. So yeah, if I didn't make it abundantly clear, I just think that country and rap colliding is a good thing. Don't forget to check out my music marketing newsletter. The link is in the description. I'm giving out marketing gems every single week. You don't want to miss out.
God damn it. Fuck.
Yep. Look out! You asked for it!
That sound is crazy.
Whoa, girl, easy. It's all right, girl. Yeah.
God, I wish my throat did not hurt right now. Well, you know what?
Yep.
I can't feel my leg anymore. You have to get the strap off me, please.
You all right? Oh, looks like you could use a hand.
Oh, please. Please help me. I'm losing blood. Oh, please, save me. Keep pulling. I can feel it getting looser. Oh, oh God. Oh, you did it. Oh, I gotta get some scrap or something here. Oh, mister, I thought I was gonna be, oh, no! Oh, I thought I was gonna be a goner. Oh, you can take whatever you want from my pay for saving me. Oh, I have a field day over this back in town.
This'll help with the pain, at least.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh. You really did a good thing, friend. Oh.
Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Easy now. You're all right, girl. Yeah.
Stop! This place ain't for you. Hey,
Just minding my own business.
Need help here?
Okay. I really am done now.
You do as you're damn told, all right? Just put a bullet through it, we'll save time.
You're just too easy to rile up.
That's it, one leg after the other. Keep going.
what the hell?
Ain't you got here?
Easy, girl.
Get in quick, folks, before I eat all these chops myself. Welcome.
Thanks for your assistance.
Give more! Hello? Please! Prove we ain't a land of savages. Prove we're here for each other. How about you, sir?
Hello,
sir.
mister. You get a lot of money doing this?
Not much, but it's the trying that counts.
If you say so.
Well, I do. And who do you help?
I'll help you learn to keep your mouth closed.
Sorry, sir. It is in giving that we receive the true gifts of life that are eternal. So give generously, for that is what this country needs, to help each other. Let's try and help each other. It's not about survival of the fittest.
Someone shot old Ferguson's
Please
dog.
give money to the orphans.
Hello again.
Remember,
I'd like a room, please.
Room's all yours. Head on up.
Can you arrange a bath? I need a wash.
I got someone warming it up for you already. Just head down the corridor there.
How'd you like some help in here?
Sure, why not?
Just relax. I'll take care of you. I'll be out of your hair in no time.
I don't feel much like talking, if that's okay with you.
Oh, of course.
Don't forget to wash the rest of me.
Not a problem.
I reckon you can wash somewhere else now.
Of course.
Reckon that part's clean enough for now.
All right.
All right, maybe work on somewhere else now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get much cleaner than this. Thank you.
Goodbye now.
You ugly bastard. You're getting old. Old and kind of sad. No wonder they all leave you. You sour-faced idiot. You ain't fooling no one.